like a boy, when I'm behaving like a boy, the woman in me had to just start growing from that early stage.
Yes.
Because actually, if she did not do that, I will be a tomboy right now. Because growing up among guys, and my brothers were very notorious. You see this stay-at-home thing. I had to learn to stay at home. My brothers don't.
That means you go sabi fight well.
I don't sabi anything. Wait for between fight to tell
I
us.
say people ladies that grow up with guys that they will very because of rough play.
But yeah, my mama use cane wipe that nonsense for
That was what I feel. That was what went through her mind. Welcome to yet another episode. We are here together with our delectable Patience, Miss Patience.
Yay!
Huh?
I'm happy to be here, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me again.
No, we always appreciate your presence. So, Miss Patience, so can you please tell us where you're from and introduce yourself?
Hey, so my name is Timothy Patience. I hail from the coldest city in Nigeria, Plateau, Jos. And I am only girl in my family. Family of 3 children. 4, but now 3.
Yeah,
Then my education, I studied science laboratory technology in school and pest management.
Nice.
And currently now, I was a teacher for like 5 years.
Ooh.
Then I transitioned fully into tech.
That's good.
But I started my tech journey part-time 2020. So I am now full-time digital marketer and I work for a tech firm.
Okay. That's good. Nice one. So before we go ahead with our topic, I would want us to, see this video so that we understand what the topic is all about.
Did you see this video of that 13-year-old crashing out after the mom took away her daughter's cell phone, and while she was at work, the little brother took this video of her taking a pickaxe to the family pickup truck? That truck has to be at least $55,000, and she makes numerous holes in the back of the bed of the pickup to justify her rage that she no longer has a cell phone. And something tells me she needs more than just her cell phone taken away. Okay? I hope this mom went down to the police station, filed a police report, and had her daughter processed. Because you need to teach your daughter that your actions...
So every Nigerian parent comes with a starter pack.
Those the parents that will use, even the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So I am loving you. That is why I am flogging you.
Your own experiences of how your dad disciplined you, how he shaped you. Was it wrong or was it necessary?
Well, I have a lot of childhood traumas because of the discipline. Honestly. Okay. My childhood trauma, I would start from my dad. He did beat.
Obviously.
We had different categories of cane. We had bamboo stick. We had the skin belt. We had the cow skin, Dorina.
Yeah. I know that one.
3 mouths. Oh, Jesus. According to your sins. That's how it was. And, well, to an extent now, I like the way they trained us because it made us grow up with a lot of self-consciousness.
Self-consciousness, yes. Definitely.
And there are some things that I can never do.
Exactly.
Now, I lost my mom at 18. And let me say, from the age of 16, thereabout, I'd already gone to school. Or 17.
Wow.
I went to school. So I started becoming independent at that age. But there were some things that at that age, I can never do. Even I was so happy that at least I will finally be away from my parents, away from
Yes.
the monitoring eyes. Because Jesus, I grew up with monitoring eyes. Ha. In short, let me tell you, I grew up that I can't go out. I step out like this. My mom has monitoring eyes in the area. They will tell her, your daughter. So when she comes back home, next thing she will just ask, where you go? I didn't go anywhere. I've been at home. She will say, no, you think I don't know? And she will tell me where I went
Exactly
to
where she went to.
and
you
who
left for that.
I was with. It was just like, I can't wait to get out of the whole shell.
You know, that's something I loved. I love about our Nigeria. That's our culture. You know, our culture, allows our elderly ones or the elders in the community to also be part of your upbringing.
Yeah.
They will correct you when they see you going astray, when they see you doing something or following the wrong persons. So long as they know your parents, they know your mother, they will correct you, they will tell you, they will go and report to you. If they cannot talk to you at that point, they will tell your mother, they report to your mother. Even after correcting you, they will still report to your mother. So, and your parents will be like, when they are correcting you, they'll be like, when I was your age, I didn't do like this. I didn't do like this.
I was very obedient and respectful.
And when there's things that you are supposed to do and probably you can't do it, you can't perform properly well on that thing,
Yes.
they will tell you that those people that are doing it, do they have two heads? Do they have two heads? And things like when you feel like you can go out and do whatever you want to do and probably you have plans for what you want to do.
Of course.
And you know if you do them, and maybe your parents go tell you, say, so long as you're under my roof. So long as you're under my roof. Let me give you this story. My mom is a very, very tough, I don't want to say staunch, but let's say tough disciplinarian. Yes. There was a time that I went out and I got back late. She has been telling me, she has told me like up to 4-5 times that once it is this time, don't stay out late. She tell me, if you come back late,
under my roof,
you go sleep outside, not under my roof. So that day I came back late and my mom locked the door. I could not get into the house. I knocked. My mom shouted from the window, say, would you get out of there? Go back to where you're coming from. Me, I think say, my mama know me now. I think say she didn't want me. I slept outside.
You for not to say she's serious.
That's discipline. The whole night I slept outside.
Next time, if they tell you where they are, you know if you even
guy, the mosquitoes will bite me. Bro, I could not, there was no place to sleep in the compound because the compound is what they call it, sharp sand. It's filled with sharp sand. So I had to go outside and I look for all those shops that they have tables and everything. So I had to.
And they left outside.
Yes, some people turn their tables when they're closing from the shop. So I had to bring it down and push it in and sleep on it. No wrapper, nothing.
You appreciate the gift of bed and the gift of a roof over your head after that day.
I tell you. So that was how I really, that was how I learned my lesson.
I have a lot of stories, though. Jesus.
I know.
You don't want to even get started with that. I have a lot of stories. I don't even know where to start from. Let me start from growing up as the only girl. My own discipline had pro max added to it. First of all, I can't do what my brothers do. And there's no other female around that I will play female with.
Yes,
so it's either I go out to play with girls in the area or I play with my brothers. My brothers are always doing back tumble. They are always fighting. They are always rough play. Anytime my mom catches us, we line up on the ground like this and they deal with the heaven inside of us. There was a time that my mom even told me, I want to become a man. That I am fighting like a boy. I am behaving like a boy. The woman in me had to just start growing from that early stage. Yes. Because actually, if she did not do that, I will be a tomboy right now. Because growing up among guys, and my brothers were very notorious. You see this stay-at-home thing? I had to learn to stay at home. My brothers don't. That
means you go sabi fight well.
I don't sabi anything. Wait for between fight to tell
I just say people ladies that grow up with guys that they will very because of rough play.
But yeah, my mama used to wipe that nonsense for My mom did not joke with it. Oh, I was trying to be like a guy. So from a very early age, first of all, I see people now that they have children and all the children are sleeping in the same room.
Yes.
I was only and I think we were sharing the same room then. At some point, my mom was like, not under her watch.
Yes.
She divided us. You sleep here until date. There is a boundary between the girls and the boys
guys,
in
yes.
my house. And
Yes.
even when visitors
It's
come,
necessary, yes.
you are a male, you sleep in the male's
Male,
room.
yeah,
You are a
yeah.
female, you sleep in the female's room. There is
To
nothing
stop
like
some
people
nonsense.
to stop a lot of nonsense. Fast forward to when my mom started bringing that I should not behave like a boy thing. If my brother go out, and then I even started getting stubborn.
Yeah.
If she says, I say you should not go out and you went out, I'll be like, but all of us went out. I go collect her slap. Okay, because your brothers went out as they are boys. You want to
now
follow them.
out.
Momsi go mend me better man. I remember plenty times I thought that she was not my mother. Because why? If there's any Nigerian child that never thought about his parents or not his parents, you're not really Nigerian. Your parents did not collect the manual.
Yes. and exactly, that is that discipline that with all these experiences, with all this discipline, they're not born you well to say you just like what we just watched. The girl took axe and damaged the car.
For her to even do that itself, that means there have been a lot of incidents that have been happening that they have been allowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And me, I feel it's the height of disrespect. It's the height of, and the parents have pampered them. Now, see from what I was saying, from a young age growing up, I was always playing with my brothers, and my mom started correcting it from then.
For
her to even have the mind and the audacity, this is car we are talking about. Oh,
hey.
She's not breaking TV screen. That means
$55 million. Is it?
No, $55,000.
$1,000.
If you check it in naira.
For her to get to the point of car, she has broken plates.
Yes.
Of course, she has
broken a TV screen.
Yeah.
She has broken a phone. So you will tell me, because do you know that all the phones I've used in this life growing up, that my father will use his hard-earned money to buy phone for me. My mom has broken them until I go to the university. My mom broke all of them.
Yes,
my
now she get them now.
Till the year my mom died before my phone could ring in our house. Because mom say, hey, once you just hear ring, they talk to man. So you think that you have gotten to that point that you will have a boyfriend. She will break the phone.
There was a time my mom gave me a food that I didn't like okra growing up. So my mom prepared okra. They know born you say they cook food. You tell my mom, she say, you don't want to chop this one. For this house, anything where they cook,
yes,
you go chop am. Even if you don't like it and you say you want to, even if you tell her that you don't want to eat, you want to stay hungry, they don't born, you must chop am. It's either you eat it peacefully or
you cry while
eating it. So that point, as I chop finish with vex, I went to drop the plates reluctantly. So as I reluctantly went to drop the plates, I didn't drop it. I dropped it carelessly and the thing fell down and hit the floor. My mother no one here say, na mistake where you use drop that thing. Before I could explain, back. Explain, your face. Then you go and kneel down and pick pin. They were like, I have so much memories of my mother correcting me, even up to this age. I think 2013, I had already come to Port Harcourt. So I was with my uncle. So something happened. I got admission. So I had to go. I said that I needed to go see my mom first. And she's back in Yola. She's in Yola, Adamawa State. So as I went back, fortunately there was this program they were having in church, my mom's church. It was this 7 days program. So as I went there, I knew that young people, everybody from back then will be there. So, funny thing, you get these girls. Back then when I left, they were teenagers. I think then I was in my early 20s. Yeah, I think early 20s. And those girls, then, before I left, I was in my maybe 18, 17, this thing. So, I know the reason they matter because they've been teenagers there, around 14, 15 then. Let's say 14. So one of these girls, I saw her in church. So as I turn, now they don't add,
They don't
check
write.
the age. I don't.
They don't write.
I don't like that one. So as I turned, I saw this girl. And normally I wouldn't have noticed, but she winked at me. As in, you understand?
Red flag.
This girl winked at
Signals.
me. As this girl winked at me, I you know this our mind. That's why I take notice of the girl. Any small thing I go turn look back. The girl now gestured to me that she was going outside. They preaching, they go on.
Madu.
So she now went out and now went through the other door. I don't know, say all this while Momsi they look me.
They play.
Momsi was doing as if, I don't know whether they have eyes at the back of their head. My mom was listening to the word of God, yet she was monitoring me. She was seeing everything. So as I went like this, my mom waited for me in this other side. She came out. As I did see the girl. She was in front, beside the car. And it's an evening program. So as I was heading there, that's how I just jammed my mom.
Abort.
My mom was like, where are you going to? You're going to see that girl. Look at you, at your age. Look at this girl. My mother embarrassed me. If I was close to her, she would have slapped the hell out of me. As I saw her, I used speed. Check, I was in my early 20s. So let's say 23, 20, 24. I was not a small boy.
Of course.
You get? My mom would have slapped because I already seen her hand and the what they call it, the valor she came with. I just know that if I stay close, now slap I go get.
Collect.
Obviously, in Nigeria, we don't take 18 as adults.
No.
We don't take it as adults.
No, till now, my mom, even now, my mom, will scold me.
Because you've grown up with that respect.
Yeah.
In this case, that at her age, she get mine, go scatter car.
That's what's baffling me.
She cannot say sorry. And me, I'm actually hurt because if at her age she can do this, she will do worse. When these are kind of people they would kidnap their parents and put them at gunpoint because they did not approve something.
It happen now. They shoot.
They
have scenarios where incidents of where children kill their own parents.
And the funniest part is that I don't think she's even up to 18.
She's not. She's a teen.
Did you even see her face?
She's not. I mean, not 18. I mean, she's a teen.
Minor.
She's a minor. Like, let's say she should be in her 15, 14. You get? Even if not.
And you get my scatter car.
Yes,
You've not even started earning $1 to your name. And you get my scatter car.
And it is their system. I blame it on their system.
It is. I remember a time I broke a plate. You know those ceramic plates? In our house, there is this cupboard on the passage. It's not even in the kitchen, so that by mistake, you will not break it. That is full of ceramic cups and plates and glasswares and everything.
Yeah.
For some reason that I did not do, that devil decided to mislead me.
It must be the
funny thing, in the record of our house, everyone has broken at least one from that place. You know, when for some reason you just want to have the feel of using those five and by mistake, devil used you. Or maybe we had a very special visitor and they had to use it and it was under your care.
Yes.
You see that one small thing that as at that time at 500 I'd be 1,000 naira.
It was not that expensive.
It was not expensive then. Those plates and you will break it. You go collect. That's something as useless as a plate. It's not useless, Sha.
Yeah.
You will collect. So if you would collect so much discipline for a mere glassware or ceramic, let that devil in you motivate you to go and touch something bigger. And it's those that receive the most discipline that are introducing this gentle parenting. And this is what I actually noticed, right? Most people that are actually in the forefront of this gentle parenting are those people that they actually receive the most discipline. So they would want to give their children what they did not receive. And me, I could relate to it because at some point, I felt I collected a lot of discipline.
Yes.
My parents disciplined me so much and I hated them.
Yeah.
To an extent, I wasn't so close to my mom because I had PTSD with every day she dealt with me.
Yes.
And I could not tell her some things. And because of that, I would always tell my friends then in secondary school, I want to be a mother that my mother wasn't to me.
Yeah.
And now that I am old enough,
Okay.
I realize that that woman was extremely right.
Yes.
Because
it was
I got
necessary.
to relate with a lot of kids, and I realized that with every discipline you give them, they will not go back that route again.
Yes.
But most people still grow up with that trauma unhealed, and they decide that I will give my child what I did not receive.
Yes.
My parents did not, but some parents, actually, let's be honest, they were extremely harsh, and there was no room for love. There was no room to make you feel loved. I remember having this discussion with my dad last year, and I cried.
Yeah.
I told my dad I never felt loved.
Ew.
And my dad was remorse. Imagine all those hard, my dad was extremely hard.
Yeah.
I learned to love my dad after the loss of my mom.
Mm.
So that's why I'll tell my dad, I love you, daddy, on the foot. And you'll find it weird to respond to me.
Yeah.
And we go back and say, daddy, I love you. Because I realized at that point, I never, not like the love wasn't there, but I never felt it.
Yeah.
And I'm around these people in school. When I went to university, I'm around these people that will talk about, my daddy, my mommy. I don't have any memory like that. My memories are beating,
you know.
like a lot of discipline. I decided to be intentional about it, that this love that comes with family. Myself and my brothers were not close as well, because growing up, I felt like there was more favoritism. Because I was the lady, I get to do more of the house chores. I don't get to go out. Till date, I don't go out.
You're the only lady.
And I'm the only lady.
No,
till date, I don't go out.
But it's necessary because
that home training, till date, I will hardly, if I'm not at work or in church, I don't visit friends.
Yes.
No, in the history of my friendship, it was when I was in school that I go to visit friends, and for a reason.
Yes.
I want to go and collect assignments. I want to go and get notes. A reason.
That cobs some familiarity. They wouldn't
No,
you wouldn't
finish.
You wouldn't see unnecessary behavior. You won't let out much.
At some point I said, what my mom did to me, I will not do it to my daughter. I will not even do it to any of my children. I will treat my children with this. I will treat my children with this. I had a lot of opposite. Everything was opposite. And I get where that gentle parenting actually came from. It was from there. But at the point that we get to balance it, I guess our parents also trained us the way they were trained.
To ask now.
It is, our parents trained us the way they were trained. Because when I had that heart-to-heart conversation with my dad last year, and he told me some things, he said, my parents did worse to me. And I was looking at him like, if me, I'm saying that what you did to me is worse. Yes, his parents did worse to me. So if I ever felt he did not love me, he actually loved me and
more
did not want
to.
He was shown.
And sometimes he did not want to see us make a mistake.
Yes.
So now, in my own case, I was being angry about how they trained me. He said, did I see the environment? Did I see the number of teenage pregnancies?
Yes.
Did I see the number of this?
Yes.
Even in the aspect of the guys, did I see the number of boys? Did I see the number of prostitution, the number of teenage pregnancy, the number of boys joining cultism? And then at that
getting
age,
injured or getting...
Thank you. At that teenage age, if they allow us into the environment, we will mix, we will
a lot of things will happen.
So if he had not done what he did, his children will be rubbish. And I'm not bragging about this.
Is necessary.
Anyone listening to this from where I grew up will know that children from my father's compound are different. I went home last year, November, and almost every compound in our street had a teenage mother. Almost every compound. I'm not joking.
Wow.
We grew up in town. If you don't see teenage pregnancies, you see women that had children out of wedlock. Not all. In our street of how many houses? Almost every house. And when I went to, some of them are even looking bigger than me. I almost greet them. They have not become mothers. It was my younger brother. And my dad told me something. He's proud of the children he raised.
He brought up.
If you don't see a compound that is having loose girls, you will see a compound that has a boy that either smokes, drinks. And my father, none of us in our compound can say, I even try to mess myself. Even if by mistake you try to mess yourself up, you know, carry that in house.
No,
not this one that they carry you get my carry and come house. No, the discipline. And even now that I am how many miles away from house, I am so cautious of that. Even the aspect of boyfriend. Since I came to Abia, Who was even telling me that I dey tie face, I know they smile with man. I don't. Because that training is already inside me. Yes. And I know whatever I am going into, it is something that is going to marry. I'm not doing let us see how it goes. And this is where, when we become so relaxed.
Yes.
With parents, you say, our parents did this, we did not like it. But what was the outcome when they did it? Now, I was talking about balancing the both, right?
Yes.
That's the place of communication.
Yes.
Listen to your children. You want to be heard. And that's what I felt our parents did wrong. They want to pass their information. They did not want to listen to us.
Yes.
But you go still beat that beat, though.
Okay, so my mom, this is how she does her discipline. She will kneel you down first. You give you a punishment. It's either you're picking pin or you're kneeling down or you're carrying something on the head while you're leaning down. And you will not kneel down with you. If I'm wearing trousers, I will have to fold the trousers up so that I will feel the pain of that rough ground on my knee.
Yes.
Then after that, she will sit down next to me and ask you, why did you do this? So, at some point when they are disciplining with flogging and those things, you become
addicted to it.
Yes, you'll be so receptive to it.
Yes,
you now feel like a normal thing. Like, I know be this one, you go don't prepare your mind. Say, since you don't do this one, listen.
So highest.
But my mom used emotional blackmail on me. My mom sat me down. She sits me down. I will not say sat because it's not just one time. She sits me down and speaks to me, asks me, why you do this thing? She will now quote Bible for me. She will quote John 10. The thief cometh only to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I have come to give you life. Saying that, are you now becoming like your father, devil? When she now tells me this one, she will sit down and she will talk to me.
My mom respected you. My mother used to ever tell you.
That's the dynamics. Every parent has their own
method.
Yeah, their own method.
But before we ask that thing,
yes.
There was something I said I wanted to ask her concerning the balancing. Now, we have talked about parents. The way everybody said that the way they train you
is different. Yes,
it's different.
Yes.
Now, what do you think, you as a woman, and from every experience you have gotten from the other side, and you now as an adult, obviously,
as you don't understand them now.
Yes, you don't understand them now. Which pattern do you think works well and will not drive the children away from the love you talked about? Your father didn't show you love. You were saying your father didn't show you love.
Yes.
Or how can you set the balance to show your children love?
Yes.
And also discipline them accordingly,
balancing it.
Not to avoid this type of thing that this child have done.
Yeah.
To actually actually start using axe on the car. That's the height of it.
The audacity. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So before you answer his question, let's at least finish up with this part before we move to that.
Okay. Yes. Now, first of all, let me talk about, I was the one that I was so overwhelmed with discipline. I did not feel loved. That did not mean the love wasn't there. And I guess now if you don't get healed, you just see the negative side of the story always, right? The love was always there. Even in the discipline, the love was there. I've seen people that say they beat them, they not chop food for like 1 week for hours.
Yes.
Yeah, there's people chop. And there's people chop. And then I can over-exaggerate the way I was dealt with, right, growing up. But if I'm being honest, I was not dealt with as much as others. Now, let me go into the place of balancing.
Yes.
And communication. I was talking about communication earlier. Let me come to the place of balancing. I guess it's a place of communication. You don't beat if something did not happen.
Yes.
Beating is discipline is a reaction to an incident.
Yes.
It's a reaction. Now, I started being a teacher for 5 years, and I think that teaching role actually trained me into understanding a child. Yes. You know that you lose some children with cane.
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
You lose them. They can never feel love from you. They feel you are wicked, you are heartless, and no matter what, you dissociate from
the
them.
trauma will just become a mark there.
There are some children that when you shout at them, you feel them.
You feel them be scared.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will never tell you something.
Yes, they wouldn't.
They will never. Let me say, the way the relationship between myself and my dad grew later on, I cannot tell my father about some things. It's just of recent. Sometime last year, I was telling my father about a guy that was striking me, and he was giving me his reviews about it. That's because now I've grown up to understand the love between us. My father will still scold me till date, but it comes from a place of love and correction. Now, where is that place of love, and what happens then and now? Then your parents just don't want to see you do the wrong thing, and they will. Some of them do that with anger. Now I'm using some.
Yes.
Which we discovered that it was so wrong, and they didn't want to hear your own side of the story.
They wouldn't. That time.
I know a number of times that I was dealt with that they did not hear what exactly I did.
Yes.
And I was so hot about it. Now, as a teacher,
and sometimes they'll pose it like a question. Why did you do this? Why did you? When you won't answer, okay, are you talking back at me?
You get?
Are you talking back at me?
You did not answer.
You don't grow now.
You did not answer.
Yeah.
And then now, this is what I discovered. I am using my experience as a teacher for a while now.
Yes.
Yeah.
A child does something wrong. Most of those times it's out of mistake, and you deal with them as though it's intentional. Get to know the reason.
Yeah.
Why did you do this? What happened? What led to this? Discipline is involved though. But you don't just discipline them and not talk.
Yes.
In the case, there are people that now, I was sharing with you, when I was a hostel mistress, right? That was after my service years for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And there was one girl that stood out for me, like from all the kids in the hostel.
Yes.
This girl said her mom doesn't beat her. She doesn't use cane. But she was the most disciplined of all of them.
So how is that possible?
I said if when I'm getting married, I will meet this woman for tips. This woman doesn't use cane. But this girl, if you insult her, she tells her mom. The communication skills between her and her mom is so strong. If she messes up, she calls her mom and confess. Mommy, I'm sorry, I did
You
this.
did this. She did this.
I said, Viacomo, how did she said all she knows is her mom is intentional about
very intentional.
talking.
That should be very intentional.
The mom is intentional about talking with them. You are wrong. There was one girl that was telling me that in her house, when you are wrong, you go and read 3 chapters of the Bible and you stay in a corner and pray for 1 hour.
Away.
Yes, that's the punishment their father gave them. So instead of cane, and you know that
you don't like that.
Now there is a communication gap.
Yes.
We grew up. We did not like the way our parents told us.
Yes.
Personally, me, I still think it is okay to use cane on a child.
Definitely.
Even though nowadays, there are schools that even ban using cane on a child.
Currently, there are schools you don't flog.
Yeah. When I was a teacher, I've been assaulted before because a child was dealt with. And I was part of the teachers that held the child. I'm not joking. My clothes was torn in the middle of the school by the parents of the child because the child was disciplined. And let me hold the child hand. I'm not joking. I'm like,
so because you just hold her, not be you discipline the
not be me beat her. I can't find a teacher that dealt with the child. They did not see me that was available because I was hostel mistress and I was still in the compound. It was God that rescued me that day. Now, see how this girl now is a mess. She's a mess because parents now are at the side of the children.
Yes.
And they don't even give enough time to even understand their children.
I pity our next generation.
I honestly, and another thing that I discovered that is a mess is parents are too busy.
Yes.
Parents are too busy to discipline. All they want is just their peace of mind.
Yes.
They don't want to hear that anything happened. Okay, mommy, I want this. Okay, take. Mommy, I want this. Okay, take. I want to go where go.
Yeah.
Unlike then. Now, do you know that parents will have drivers that will drive their kids to parties?
And
during our time, you will sneak to do that.
I was watching this something on TikTok. Children, as in teenagers graduating from primary school. They have a primary school prom. Like you're graduating from primary school to secondary school, and they were wearing suits.
Parents use their car, sponsor that thing,
and they were carrying them.
They drive Rolls Royce.
They come school. So they will come and open the door for the child. The child will now come.
You will have a date,
and you see the child will post. You will know that this thing don't enter your head.
And they have a date.
Yes,
on that day.
What about the older ones that will not be having parties that the parents sponsor? Yes. Because these kids don't have their own money.
They don't have.
They give them.
I hear they give allowances now. They give kids allowances.
my days, you carry 20 naira to school. You know, my mom will need proof of anything you say you are paying for.
Yes,
your school.
now.
She will call principal. But they don't do that anymore. That some children will collect double of their school fees and still eat it.
Yeah.
Now, let me talk about me, how I intend to train my children to have that communication from a young age. If I am beating you for something that you did,
Yes.
I am telling you, I am beating you for this. So next time you don't do that. Again.
Yes.
And I discovered that when I was teacher. When I was teacher, I was actually very harsh. I was transferring what I grew up with. I grew up in school, they go beat me. At home, they go beat me.
Yes.
And then I was trying to transfer that same thing. And then I remember one of the first person I worked with as a teacher, Mr. Lazarus, he would tell me, you don't do that. There are different children. And then this generation does not function the way we function then.
Yes.
And I became conscious about that. When I want to beat you 20, I want to beat you 30. And then I came down. The first time I tried these communication skills, I saw these notorious children in the class that always anger me. And I sat them and I had this discussion with them. Now, this thing that you did, do you think is right? I don't know. I say it is wrong. And this is the reason why it is wrong. Don't do this next time. If you do this next time, I will discipline you. Second time he did it, I disciplined him. Because of that, he did not do it another time again.
Communication here.
Because first of all, this person was used to beating. And then now, you are talking to that person don't understand that language of communication. So when I introduced the beating and the this in communication together, he was conscious of it and did not do it again. Down to service here, I grew up where it was village and they were ras and they lack communication. I will call them. When I discover that strength is failing me, I will beat you and I'm praying for you again. I'll tell you to make declaration. I will never be stubborn. It's very funny. They hated me.
But it works actually.
It worked though.
Yes. It works.
It worked. And if I realize that you are being receptive towards the prayer, the talking and the cane, I will see something that is precious to you. Just like I think this woman did, that she sees the phone of the... I will see your slippers. I will see something that is precious to you.
But I think she did it wrongly. You get? She did it wrongly in the sense that she had not established a certain level of... Yes, there's no certain foundation, a certain level of discipline. So, what are the worst parent quotes you have ever heard? You know? From growing up, from your father, from your mother, there should be one of those quotes that doesn't really make sense now.
It is they spare the rod and spoil the child, even though to an extent. But then it was the worst thing I want to hear, because it was the backup for any king you're about to receive.
Yes.
Even the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So they have been justified to use that king on you.
My mom always says that your elder is always correct.
That's right.
Your elder is always correct.
That is true.
So your elder is telling you something, and probably you know that this person is not actually right to some extent.
Yes.
But you know, to an extent, we actually grew up thinking it's true.
But
we grew up thinking it's true that elders are never wrong. And then there are times
that's where that adage came from. This what an elder sees. Sitting down.
Even if you
climb and you...
Yes, for me, I think that line is talking about, that quote is talking about experience and not really wisdom. Because now you see young people that are even wiser than some old people.
Some old people, yes.
That's the thing.
Yes. Share your experiences, your insights. So should we bring back spare the rod,
spare the rod
and spoil the child? Or should we have a different approach of gentle parenting? So, which do you prefer, or which is give us some insights on which is preferable or which one works for you?
Yes.
And thank you, and God bless.
And don't forget to like and share.
And comment.
And comment, yes.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.